one of the parts of your meteoric rise back in the early 80s that blew our minds was when you do win the world title, and we could see that coming. We could see that this was clearly one of the best and top faces of the generation. Right then we knew that. But you only held it for 4 days, and I saw recently, and I know that this may be old news to some, but that's fine. Harley Race stated in a shoot interview regarding that title switch that it was a way to ensure a power struggle in the Georgia territory that ended with the famous promoter Jim Barnett, coming out on top. And if I can quote Mike here, 4 days holding the title, what the fuck? What is the story behind why you only held the title for 4 days?
To be honest with you, I don't know because I'm not into the politics of it. But I think a lot of it had to do, you look at what Flair did. Going town after, night after night, wrestling in Charlotte, then going to Tampa. Same thing Harley Race did. To me, Harley Race, the greatest world heavyweight champion there ever was to me. Because he'd give me an opportunity. Every time I worked with Harley, he'd give me a chance to go out there and show the people like what I could do. Because Harley would wrestle to anybody's style. Rick would wrestle Rick's style. And everybody had to wrestle Rick's style, where Harley would adjust to whose style it was, And so I always appreciated that. And like I wrestled Ric Flair a lot. He's a great champion too. But I think the main thing is I was like 20, and I was young, smoking weed, drinking beer, and jumping rope, whatever else was out there, So I wasn't really what you would say would be dependable, and that was a position that you had to be dependable in.
Well, how does the conversation come about, Tommy? Does Barnett come up to you, or does Ole Anderson come up to you and say, "Hey, look, we're going to tag you with the NWA title, but you're going to lose it in a few days because Race is in town"? And like, how does it come about?
I think Harley had mostly it was Harley and Mr. Barnett, is what I think the deal was.
So did they come to you and say, "Hey, kid"?
They told me that night.
Oh, so you didn't even know?
No, I didn't know till that night.
Wow. And what were you like? Were you shitting your pants? Like,
oh, yeah. Andre the Giant was there. He held me up over his head. I was a 20-year-old kid, and get one of the greatest things in professional wrestling. I was on top of the world. And, a lot of people say, hey, you didn't hold it for 4 days. But I held it for 4 days, so it is what it is, and I wouldn't take nothing for it. And if I'd have been on top of my game a little better, I might have held it longer. I'm not saying it's my fault. I'm not saying it's nobody's fault. But at that time, I just know it was a lot of responsibility, and I probably wasn't the most responsible person.
But they tell you that night, hey, you're going to become NWA champion. You're like, oh, my God, this is incredible. You win the belt. Do they tell you they're going to take it from you in 4 days, or the night of they tell you?
Not really. That didn't come up till a couple of days later.
Okay. So there was a possibility in your mind. You're like, holy cow, I'm going to travel to all these territories because I'm the new NWA champion? Or
yeah, a little bit. And like I said, I was at home in Georgia. I started in Tennessee. I just a old country boy and got an opportunity, man, and it was, and at the time it might have been bigger than I was, So, like I said, a couple of days after they let me know we was going to swap it back in Gainesville, Georgia, and, but I could live with it. It was going back to Harley, and to me that's where it belonged anyway.
Well, we're fans, right? Our show just got popular. We're not like your agent, Eric Sims, ESS Promotion, who's here with you. But we don't consider ourselves part of the industry, but I will tell you, again, being